Southgate drops a goalkeeper hint, Zidane to Qatar, Karius' concussion, and only 9 days left until the World Cup. All that and more coming up, as I'm your host Matt Froelich, you are the Onefootballers, and this is The Daily Show. Our number one topic this morning is the number one topic. In what is probably one of the most hotly debated points of the World Cup so far, Gareth Southgate has dropped a massive hint as to who will be wearing his number one jersey this summer. Well, it's Jordan Pickford. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that he actually will be starting, but in reality, I can't see Nick Pope being too happy with the number 23 shirt. Personally, I think Pope should be number one, having been part of a fantastic season with Burnley, which saw them finish 7th and bring European football back to Turf Moor. In other World Cup news, if you can cast your mind forward to 2022, there might be a familiar face sitting in the Qatari team dugout, one Zinedine Zidane. According to reports from the Middle East, former Madrid manager Zidane could take charge of the team for the next 4 years and prepare them for their World Cup bow in their home country. Now, why would someone like Zidane do this? Well, it's probably got something to do with the £50 million a year contract that he might or might not be signing. Let me know what you think. Do you really think that Zidane could take a Qatari team to the World Cup and impress somewhat? Or was he just successful at Real Madrid because of the fantastic players on offer, not so much his coaching expertise? Now, for those of you die-hard Liverpool fans who are just willing for the Champions League fairy tale to come true, here's another excuse for why you lost and for you to annoy people with on Twitter. Just when you thought the dust had settled on Karius and the mistakes he made in the final, his club Liverpool advised him to go and see a specialist whilst on holiday in America. Well, according to the doctors in Massachusetts, Karius was concussed and may have been suffering immediately the after effects of visual spatial dysfunction, meaning that his performance for the rest of the game may have been hampered. However, and quite ridiculously, the doctors failed to point exactly where this concussion may have happened, meaning that the collision with Ramos isn't specifically the cause of it. But if not that, then where else? I feel really sorry for Karius, but bringing this back up again is just going to shed more light and more discussion on what is probably the worst day of his career as a pro. And finally, with 9 days until the World Cup, 9 is the number of times that the trophy has headed back to South America. In comparison, it's been won by European nations 11 times. My prediction for this summer is that it will be staying with a European powerhouse such as Spain or Germany. But let me know what you think. That's all from me for now. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments and views below for a chance to have them featured on tomorrow's video, just like these ones are. Until next time, I'll see you later. All this go-go Patron, I'm on go-go Patron. Only 10 in the morning, I might fuck around and drink all of this shit. Smoking ozone with codeine inside of my swisher to compliment all of my hits. EBG waking up early in the morning, I pushed off the whip and get on with this shit. Shit that I wake out that bitches, I'm setting